says it's not all the way up. Let's do that. There it is. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Nun Day. Sunday's Nun Day, and here we are. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're gonna get up to 87 degrees right here. How is everyone today? Come on in. Let's talk about this. Hello, Jennifer, Linda. There's Jenny. How is everyone today? And Dawn? Here they all come. Hello, Marguerite and Joanne. Nice to see you all. There's Liz and Kathy and Jane. It's the lovelies coming in. Hi, Tracy. It is lovely, lovely, beautiful Sunday. It's also Nun Day. I'm not doing a whole lot of stuff today. I'm keeping it on the down low. Getting recharged for the week. Hi, Kim and Julie. Come on in. Hi, Crystal. We have all of our lovelies coming in. You know, we are starting our sprint tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about that. I had somebody was like, "Is that all you ever talk about?" You know what? Guilty. If I can help somebody have a better life, I'm going to do it. It starts with what you eat. Y'all, I don't know if you noticed that. There is a definite correlation. Hi, Michelle and Trudy. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. We are here. We're doing it. We are doing it today on a Sunday. So just FYI, for those of you who are, watching everything that's going on, the media's not saying much about it, but we have COVID cases going up in this area. We do. It's all over the place. So watch that information, okay? Watch that information and stay safe. One of the best things that you can do to stay safe is bump up your immune system. And how do we do that? Well, bumping it up, it's not really. It is being on top of what causes inflammation and what does not. And I'm going to tell you what, this is a call for you to come in and be all in. I'm tired of just, we don't need to be, excuse my French, half-assing it in life anymore, do we? We need to be in it. If we're in it, and if we're on it, and if we're doing the things that we can within our power, that includes ourselves, You don't need to have confidence first. You don't need to have motivation first. You just need to get your butt off the couch. Am I right? Yeah, I am. Heck yeah, I am. And I'm calling you to it. And I'm calling me to it. I'm calling all of us to it. The way that we can be the most effective people in this world is by using our voices, using our truth, using our bodies. We can't do that if we're sick and on the couch. We can't do that if we're exhausted all the time, and just the idea of getting through life day by day is just a challenge. But what we can do is take better care of ourselves. We've got to start at the ground level. That's ground level, foundational level, guys. And that's why I say to you, the sprint starts tomorrow. Are you in? Pinkies up. And all of you who have done this, I am holding you to a higher account, a higher level. I want you to show up and show out. I want to see you in the sprint. I want to see you talking about it. I want to see you encouraging your sister. This is how we get out into our little community right here and do incredible things. Don't be quiet. Don't shrink back. Don't say, "Oh, it's so hard." Stop it. Get up off your duff. It's time. Go do what Anita did. Go make your soup. Go make your bone broth. Do it. I am holding you to it. I know who you are. I know who you are, and I am going to hold you up. I'm going to hold you up, and I'm also going to hold you to it. We have to do this. It is time to wake up, smell the coffee, and start moving our keisters off the couch into some movement, hydrating our bodies, eating the proper way. I cannot control what's going on in the world. Either can you. But what you can control, what's under every single minute of your control, is how you fuel your body and how you fuel your life. And I am going to tell you right now, I've never felt stronger about this in my whole entire life. I want you to have everything you want in your life. And I'm here to help you with that. That's my call in life. That's it. I know that. And I want you to be in it. This is how you get what you want. Amy says, I'm fully this time. I will do it all week and I will post my results this time. Pinky promise. That's what I want to see. You know, pinky clap for Amy. Somebody started, I think it was Catherine, started the pinky clap last week. I thought that was fantastic. But we have to do this, you know. There are things that we can do. We do not need to sit on the sidelines feeling helpless. You know, we don't. We just need to step up. Step up and step in. This is how you step into your power, by the way. This is how you become the woman you want to become, by the way. This is how you own your life. Yeah, it starts with that. Because let me just tell you something. Your car is not going to move out of your garage if you don't have fuel in it. Am I right? Am I right? If you put the wrong fuel in your car, you might get down the street, but you're not going to get home. We have got to wake up and start looking at this. Be an activist in your life about your own stuff. You know, all of this stuff, I've gotten wrapped up in the news. Of course I have. I've gotten wrapped up in a lot of the things that are happening, and I've had an emotional this and an emotional that. But you know what I know? I know that if we take care of ourselves, if we take care of ourselves in the way that God intended, and I am going to pull the God card on this. He did not create processed foods. A factory did. Start thinking about it in terms of what's been created for you. What's been created to build yourself up, right? This is what it takes to become the woman you want to be, to have the life that you want to have, and to live it in a vibrant, full-out way. How many of you, and I'm just going to share my story, how many of you have sat on the sidelines? How many of you have not been in family photos because you just didn't want anyone to see the truth of where you are? How many of you have felt like crap and had to go to bed because there's no energy? How many of you have been held back by not just your weight, but your energy level, the vibrancy that you want to feel in your life? How many times? What's it going to take? This is activism. This is nutritional activism. This is so that your life can be what you want it to be. And I'm holding you to that. I'm holding myself to that. I am not playing anymore. It's time to stop. It's time to stop on all the rationalizations, all the everythings. Drop it. Drop it like it's you're holding something hot in your hands. And when you see it rise up with its ugly head, because it will, that's part of what it does, it's time to put on your activism hat, right? It's time to activate inside of you the things that you know already exist, and to pull out your confidence, the truth of who you are, and decide against the enemy. Decide against the enemy. And you know what the enemies are, right? It's everything. It's all of that processed food that has held you under. It's all of that. Because that is inflammatory, and that is pain, and that is agony. And it's been made and processed in a way to addict you. Do you like that? Doesn't that make you angry? It's time for us to rise up over and against that and say no. It's time for us to say no to these addictions. Yes, they will come out and they're painful. And yes, we're going to have ways of dealing with it. I've given you 100 ways. Well, not 100, but you know. You've got tools in your toolbox. Use the L-glutamine. Use a friend. And I don't mean use a friend, but call a friend. There are things that we can do to get beyond it. Go do something else. Walk outside. I don't care if it's pouring rain. Walk outside and have a good talking to yourself. You're stronger than you think. And here I am. I'm like off on this whole thing. And what are we talking about? We're talking about getting on the anti-inflammatory bandwagon and taking care of ourselves so we can live our lives full out. So we can have vibrancy in our lives. So we can have our health back. Take it back from the food establishment. You know, they want to keep you captive. They want you down that aisle buying all that crap so that you feel crappy. Why do you think the food is manipulated like that? Why do you think all of that stuff is well-guarded secrets? Why? Because there are excitotoxins in there, there are addictive substances in there, and they've got you. You know, think about this whole thing. And you can even think about it in terms of what's happening in food deserts and in terms of what's happening all around the world. Watch some of these things. Watch some of these documentaries that show how people are so hooked on this crap that's out there. And my whole thing is, I'm throwing you a lifeline. It's 100% free. It's the Sprint. And all you have to do is go savingdinner.com and go grab what's there. Because that is your lifeline. That's going to show you what to do. Is it going to be easy? It's a good question. Is it? Not exactly. Because sometimes there's a lot of us out there who are so addicted and in such pain, but that making that cross over into the clean eating, that's painful. It's painful because your body is genuinely going through withdrawals. It's called the keto flu, low carb flu, whatever you want. But interestingly, this is how I believe the food establishment has moved on people and taken them hostage. And I say no to that. I say no to that, and I just push it aside. I don't know if you guys know this. I'll tell you this story. Years and years ago, when Saving Dinner, the first Saving Dinner was first done, I got a very lucrative offer from the Coca-Cola company to sell my book with a bottle of their product. What do you think I said? I said, oh, hell no. That's what I said. That's an exact quote. Because I got this, my agent emailed me. I said, oh, hell no. But if they want to do a bottle of water, I'm on it. And of course, we never heard from them again. Oh, hell no is sorry, you know, for anybody whose ears are burning right now. Sorry. But listen, we've got to rally on our own behalves or we're nothing. We lose everything. Our lives are precious. And there is a purpose and a mission for you in this life. And if you don't start at the very base, the very bottom of the foundation of how your life is created in the first place, you being fed and taking care of the body, it's your human suit. This is what fuels your life. If you don't start there, you lose. Our quote of the week is this. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Food can reduce you to misery, if you want to call it food. Food can take you out, if you want to call that food. Food can put you in a place of helplessness, addiction, and absolute agony, pain, disease, and even death. Food has that kind of power. You have the choice to flip the switch on who and what you're going to give your power to. Are you going to give it to this enemy of crap, of chemicals, of sugar, of chronic disease? This is what builds chronic disease. Do you see the correlation? It's not just about cute genes. You've heard me say that a bazillion times. And it's not just about, you know, what tastes good or what doesn't taste good. And it's not just about food addiction. It's not about all of that stuff. It's about the bottom line is what it does to your health because it trashes you. It trashes you. You may be able to get away with it for a little bit, but it will have its time. It will have its comeuppance. We reap what we sow. If we are not putting in the good seeds, we will not get the bounty of the good seeds. You know this. If you've ever gardened in your life, you know exactly what that looks like. If you're not mindful and pulling out the weeds, you're going to lose your crop. If you're not mindful and pulling out the weeds of the garbage in your life with the food that you're eating, you're not going to get what you want. We eat for health. You know, macular degeneration, for example, that's a lack of eating greens. You know, it doesn't have to happen. There's other things. Type 2 diabetes, that can be healed. I'm probably going to get censored from Facebook. But if you don't believe me, go read any of Dr. Jason Fung's book and see the correlation between fasting, between healing your insulin, and being able to take back your life and back your health. You know, when I used to visit my mother years ago, I saw her neighbor. I watched him get one leg chopped off and then the next leg chopped off and be sitting outside. His sister wanted, his daughter rather wanted to help him, but he wouldn't listen to her. He kept on the same place until he was blind, until he finally passed. That doesn't have to happen. And the doctor told him that repeatedly. But he chose anyway. He chose garbage food over a healthy lifestyle because it was too painful. Didn't like it. But he was okay with losing limbs. He was okay with losing his sight. And that's a dramatic story, but it's the truth. And there's millions of Americans right now today, people all over the globe, who are allowing this to happen. And I say no to that. This is my platform. This is where I'm protesting. This is where I'm saying absolutely not under my watch. And there's something that can be done about it. And we do it. I do a free program and I do it every single month because I don't want to see anybody else taken by chronic disease. It doesn't have to happen. It starts tomorrow. Go to savingdinner.com and grab it. It's called the Sprint, the Hotmelt Sprint, and in it, everything is explained. I just, this kind of thing just absolutely destroys me when this kind of stuff happens. It destroys me to see people taken by this. It doesn't have to be that way, is the point. I see somebody, Share Snow is having an issue. I clicked the link to register for Hotmelt Sprint, but nothing happens, no email. Am I too late? You're not too late at all. You know, Jenny's right here. I know Jenny will be taking care of you. So just we will reach out to you. We will help you out. We have a link, and I also, you know, reboot your computer could be something like that. Every Friday we do a question and answer. Every Friday we do a Q&A. And we do this because people have questions. You know, they have questions about food addiction. They have questions about nutrition. They have questions about supplements, and I'm here to help, even cooking. So if you want that, if you want a question answered, send an email into support@savingdinner.com, and I'll help you out. In the subject line, it's real smart to put question for Leanne on Friday, because then I'll be there. So anyway, don't forget we have a ships free product that is called Leptifix. This is the bomb.com, especially. Let me just put it to you this way. If you have ever been in the place of feeling absolutely ravenously hungry as you change up the way you eat, that's your leptin saying, whoops, broken, sorry. It happens. It lives in your fat. It is one of the hunger hormones. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what, if you put this in your cart and get this, not only A, will it help you out and stop the broken leptin, but 2, you get shipping free. Ships free is the promo. All you have to do is put this in your cart, and then if you spend $200, I will send you a Mindful mug, absolutely free. The Mindful mug is completely explained in the Sprint document. The Sprint document. Joanne says, it's the best thing you will ever do. It's changed my life. This community is the best, etc. Yes, and look at this. Diane says, the lives are the best. The lives these are, I guess, it take my engagement to a higher vibration. Which supplement curbs cravings? My favorite is L-glutamine. I also love Crave Crusher, but we don't have it right now. We are in the place of, you know, I told you, I'm all in. And I'm asking you to be all in too. Like, do this. But get some L-glutamine. I'm going to show you how to use it. Dampen your finger. Put it on your finger. Teeth, gums, tongue. It's that simple. Cuts it right off right then. Because it goes right to the pleasure center of your brain. It goes, stop it. It's fantastic. L-glutamine. It's in our shop. We have all of that. We have the Wise Women supplements, which, listen, that's baseline stuff. These supplements were all made with you in mind. All made with you in mind. Every bit of information, research, etc., is there. These are my formulation. I did it with a formulator. This is the first time I've ever had the privilege to be able to do it, and I'm very proud of them. So check them out at savingdinner.com/wise. And don't forget, Leptofix is the thing that is going to get you free shipping. Just put ships free in the promo window and get on it. You know, here's the thing. You need to understand something. We have our own distribution right here. We take things out the door right away. Ask anybody. You get your stuff that fast. So even though we start tomorrow and you're thinking, oh, I can't get the supplements in time, you'll get them by Wednesday, you know, unless you live in Alaska or something. But you'll get them fast. We do fast. So do it. Get the supplements. Put this whole thing on. Put it on steroids. Let's go. So here's the thing. If you want to get and take back your life, if you want everything in your life on fire, you got to follow through. You can't just say, this is, oh, I'm going to do this and download it and, you know, copy it off, highlight it in yellow and all of that, talk about it. Do it. I double dog dare you. Do it. Become all that you can become by taking care of the way you fuel your body. I'm telling you, it is the difference between night and day. It's the difference between sitting at home or playing full out. That's the difference. We have to start somewhere. And that's what I get questions about all the time. All the time. We get questions about this saying, well, you know, I just don't know where to start. I know where to start. I'm a nutritionist for 25 years. I have personally coached thousands of people. I get it. I understand. And I'm going to tell you what, I know what you need to do. And you got to clear the decks. If you want to find a voice in your life, you got to have the energy to do it. Lois, if you have no video, reboot your computer and start over, or your phone or whatever. Everybody else seems to. So I'm sorry. Or it could be your, I don't know. It could be your connection too. You have to have a plan to go forward. You have to have a plan. Without a plan, you're just languishing. It's just day to day. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to do this. No. Use a plan. Use something that's constructed to help you out. This is how you go from being over here to over here. Isn't that what we want to do? You know, I will be the first one to tell you, the sprint is not going to solve all of the world's problems, and it's not going to solve all of your personal health problems. But it's a start. We have to start somewhere. And we need to start with something that has fully taken care of you. Something that is going to give you what you need to make it through to the next side, right? You can't just say, well, you know, I'm going to wake up and, gee, I don't even know what to do. There's no groceries in the house, or I don't eat, you know, what's bone broth? Here's the thing, and this much I know for sure. Anything that I've been in business for nearly 20 years in January. As far as doing, I mean, longer than that, but as far as doing saving dinner, right? And what I know is that without a plan for my business, without making sure that I've got inventory, without making sure, you know, without having to work all of those different parts, there'd be no business. And also the same thing goes with our life. Without working those certain parts, there will be no life, or it'll be a miserable one. And that's what we're trying to, that's what this is about. You know, I've told you this, I don't expect anybody here to be, you know, putting on a bathing suit and modeling so I can see your six-pack abs. I mean, is that truly what you want? Well, you're in the wrong place. Because I'm not about that. You know what I'm about? I'm about making sure that you are fueled to live your life on your own terms, the way you want, full out, vibrant, and feeling really good about it, and not missing out. That's what the sprint does. The sprint takes out the stuff that holds you back, and it puts in the things that are going to fuel your life. It's that simple. And when we do this, we can feel the difference. And when we feel the difference, we go another step further and another step further and another step further. And the next thing you know, we're on fire. You can't stop us. You can't hold us back anymore, because everything that has held us back before is gone. It's gone because we overcome the stuff that has held us back. We overcome it by doing things that, even if they're hard, even if they're difficult, even when we don't feel like doing it, we do it anyway. Because it's called playing full out. It's called stop, I'm not going to play anymore. How much time do you have in your life left? Do you know? I don't. But I do know that we all have an expiration date. We all do. We never know. And that's not, I'm not trying to be morose or macabre or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is that everything in this life is finite. You know, it's not till we go to the next life that that nothing ever ends. So while this is the way it is, and we have a finite time, don't you want the most ever out of your life? Do you want to be held back anymore? Think about that for a minute. That's powerful. You have a choice to make right here. And I'm daring you, I'm bringing you in, I'm offering you this right now because I don't want to see anyone on my watch held back anymore. And I'm not willing to play anymore. And I'm going to call you to the best and the highest level possible, because I know within every fiber of my being that that's what you want in your life. So there's a little work there. Big deal. Are you with me? Are you with me? Should we go to this next level? Should we experience this as a community on fire? Should we experience this with all of our hearts? Should we do this full out? I'm asking for 7 days. 7 freaking days. You think you can handle it? I know you can. I know you can, and I know you will, and I'm calling you right now to step up. Step up, and anybody who is here, who is in the sprint, if you're not posting in the Facebook group, I'm going to call you out. As soon as I see, I'm going to start calling you out. Show up. When we show up for each other, do you know what happens? You empower. You give people hope. You show new people exactly what this is all about. And you know what you do for them? You help fuel their lives. You do that. That's why community is so crucial, so critically. Don't shrink back. Don't just let everybody else do the heavy lifting. It's not about me. It's not about the plan. It's about us doing this together. It's about us lifting this community, lifting each other up, and doing it in a way that's substantial, in a way that moves the needle, in a way that brings us into the fullest living that we could possibly have. The fullest optimized life. It's all the possibilities are endless when we get that. When that clicks in, then our lives click in. Pinkies up. All my ladies here, pinkies up. Listen, lovelies, we've got work to do on this planet. We're going to change it. We are going to show the world that your health, your life means something. Because you cannot play full out in your life if you're on the couch, exhausted, unable to move around, full of pain. You can't. But you can when you take your life into your own hands. This is taking nutritional responsibility for your life. This is moving the needle. This is changing the world. And I'm inviting you into it for free. It's just that simple. So let's do it. I will see you in the Sprint group on Facebook. Get in there. It's time to move the needle. It's time to change the world. And listen, if you haven't ordered your supplements yet, get on it. We will get them out to you as soon as we possibly can. Monday they will go out and you will have them by Wednesday or Thursday, and we can continue this journey, and we can continue going to the next level, because that's what this is about. Going to the next level, reclaiming our lives and playing full out. No more sidelines. No more sidelines. Pinkies up. We've got work to do. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Bye.